Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bible Tidbits YouTube channel. Today I want to look at 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 5 with you. And this verse gives us some key things about Christian love. So I want to talk about the source of Christian love. Where should Christian love be coming from? Just based off, there's lots we can find about Christian love. I just want to zoom in on this single verse here and see some of the things that Paul is telling Timothy about it. So let me read the verse first. 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 5 says this: "The aim of our charge is love that issues from a pure heart and a good conscience and a sincere faith." So Paul here is charging Timothy to go out. This broader section is a warning against false teaching. He's describing the false teachers. He's like, you got to stand for the truth. You've got to stand against these people. You got to bring out the truth. This is what these people look like. He's like, but the aim of all this is love. We're not combating these false teachers to win an argument, to look cool or whatnot. We're combating them from a position of love. We love these people. So that's the aim of this. The aim of what Paul is telling Timothy is love. But this isn't just any love. He explains this love, what it should look like. And I think in our world, love is such a distorted thing. We get it wrong so often. And what Paul gives us here, I think, is a great basis for us to think about how we love those around us, how we do things from a position of love. When there's people that we disagree with, are we coming from a point of love like Paul is charging Timothy here? So that's something I think we all need to reflect on and think about. And then Paul gives Timothy three things about this love that characterize it. And I think these three things are very important for us to see. So the first one is the aim of our charge of love that issues from a pure heart. That's the first part of the love, is the pure heart. My youth students, they came up with a term, I don't know if they found it somewhere, but they call it heart posture. What is the intention behind our heart? When we are showing love to people, is it for personal gain? Or is it because we truly care? You know, we need to think about where our heart is at when we are out here trying to show love to others. Because that's important for ourselves. We don't want to deceive ourselves and deceive others, right? We want to come from a position of true love. And it all starts with where our heart is at. Is our motives, intentions of our heart pure when we're trying to show this love? Or is there something in there that's trying to personal gain? Or even if it's we don't like the person, but we need to show love, that we disagree with them and everything, but hey, there's people watching. So I'm going to show them love, even though when they're not showing it to me, so that these people around me see me as a loving person. Is that our thoughts? Or is our thought, I want to show love because that's what Christ has called me to do. And I will do it from this pure motive of sheer obedience to Christ. So first, our charge is love. The issue is from a pure heart. And then the second is a good conscience. A good conscience. I think this ties tightly in with the pure heart. But where's our conscience at? Is this love that we are showing, is it bothering us? Are we doing it properly? You know, because I think some people in the world think showing love means tolerating sin. And that's simply not true. That goes against conscience. It should come from a good conscience, knowing we're not tolerating sin, but we can show love without tolerating sin. The modern world has equated tolerance and love, and those two things could not be further from the truth. See, tolerance and love are almost polar opposites. If I love somebody, I will not tolerate their sin. You know, true, deep love oftentimes requires hate. Think about this. Christ loves us, so he hates sin. I love my wife, so I hate anything that would bring her harm. See, true love requires that, not tolerance. So it must come from a good conscience. You know, we can tolerate things, but that should go against our conscience as Christians. We should love in a way that is pure of heart and brings us to good conscience because we know we are loving the right things. And then thirdly, it comes from a sincere faith. You know, so many today do not have sincere faith. They put on the image of faith. They want to look like they have faith, but they don't really. Paul said, your faith's got to be sincere in this. Your heart's got to be pure. Your conscience has got to be good, and your faith must be sincere. It must be genuine, true faith. You must not be doing it because, well, I'm of the faith. No, like this has got to be flowing out of your faith. See, we see in the Bible that we're to act out what God has commanded us. We're to do things. That doing things does not save us, though. There's no action in the Bible to save you. It is through the regenerating work of Christ in us and our faith in him that brings about salvation in our lives. There's nothing we could do to earn it. There's no work, lest we would boast, as the Bible says. We cannot boast in this. But because of our true, genuine, saving faith, there's going to be a response. We are going to want to obey Christ. Our sincere faith is going to flow out of us. So this must flow out of our sincere faith, this love. It can't be us seeking to do things. It's got to be us in gratefulness and thankfulness to Christ, where this love is just flowing out of us. It must come from that sincere faith. So if you do not have sincere faith, if you don't have true saving faith, you're incapable of this love. Because that is a key part of it. You cannot love the way Paul is commanding without true saving faith, sincere faith, as he calls it. So in this short verse, Paul is commissioning Timothy to go against these false teachers, confront them, stand up for the truth, but do it from love. And in our world today, that is so applicable. There is so many things that we need to stand for the truth against. There are people, coworkers, classmates, you name it, that are going contrary to the truth, and we need to stand up for the truth. But we must do it from a position of love. And I think that's where we so often miss. We do it to win debates, right? But it needs to come from love. And that love must come from a pure heart. Where's our heart at in this? Love must come from a good conscience. Are we being tolerant when we're showing love, or are we in good conscience of this love? Are we truly loving as we should? And it must come from a sincere faith. It's got to be an outflowing of our true, genuine, saving faith. So when we go out in the world, remember that the aim of our charge is love. The aim of Paul's charge to Timothy is love, and the same goes for us. So love as we're commanded in the Bible. Don't be tolerant of sin. Watch out for your own heart, and let it be an overflowing of your true and genuine faith. So I thank you all for joining me, and I hope to see y'all next time.